You're eating perfectly, tracking every macro, training harder than you ever have, following your program to the letter. Your effort is maxed out, your discipline is unbreakable, your commitment is absolute, but your body isn't cooperating. The scale won't budge, your strength isn't increasing, your physique isn't changing, and you're starting to think you're broken. I'm Ravi, and I've got your raw daily fuel for today. I spent months in this exact frustration. Perfect nutrition, consistent training, everything by the book. But I was missing the hidden thief that was sabotaging everything I was working for. That thief was chronic stress, and it was stealing my results faster than I could earn them. Today, we're talking about how stress is stealing your results and why managing it isn't optional. It's physiologically essential. We're going to break down the science of cortisol, how chronic stress overrides even perfect nutrition and training, and why your nervous system state determines whether your body builds or breaks down. Because here's the truth, you can't out-train or out-diet chronic stress. Here's what's happening when chronic stress hijacks your results. Your body elevates cortisol, your primary stress hormone. In short bursts, cortisol is helpful. It mobilizes energy and enhances performance. But when stress becomes chronic, cortisol becomes your enemy. Elevated cortisol directly blocks fat loss by promoting insulin resistance and driving fat storage, especially around your midsection. It breaks down muscle tissue to convert amino acids into glucose for immediate energy. It disrupts sleep quality, which further elevates cortisol in a vicious cycle. It suppresses growth hormone and testosterone, the hormones you need for muscle building and recovery. Here's what really matters. Cortisol doesn't care how perfect your diet is or how hard you train. When your stress response is chronically activated, your body prioritizes survival over adaptation. It will break down muscle for energy regardless of your protein intake. It will store fat regardless of your caloric deficit. It will resist change regardless of your training stimulus. This is why you can eat perfectly and train hard but still see no results. Your physiology is being driven by stress hormones, not by your nutrition and exercise choices. Stress overrides everything because your body believes it's in danger, and bodies in danger don't build muscle or burn fat efficiently. They survive. Your nervous system has two primary states, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic is your fight or flight response. Elevated heart rate, increased alertness, stress hormone release. This state is designed for short-term threats and high-performance moments. Parasympathetic is your rest and digest response. Recovery, repair, growth, adaptation. This is where your body builds. The problem is that modern life keeps most people stuck in sympathetic overdrive. Work stress, relationship pressures, financial worries, information overload, poor sleep, overtraining, all of these keep your nervous system in fight or flight mode. Your body never gets the signal that it's safe to build, recover, and adapt. You can't build muscle, burn fat, or recover properly when your nervous system thinks you're running from a predator. Your body redirects all resources toward immediate survival, not long-term adaptation. This is why stress management isn't soft. It's physiologically essential for the results you're working so hard to achieve. Here's what most people miss. Recovery isn't just physical. It's mental and emotional too. You can get 8 hours of sleep and still be chronically stressed if your mind never stops racing, if you're constantly worried, if you never truly relax. Your nervous system doesn't distinguish between physical and psychological stress. It all triggers the same cortisol response. Mental and emotional recovery practices are just as important as rest days from training. Meditation, deep breathing, spending time in nature, having meaningful conversations, engaging in hobbies you enjoy, these aren't luxuries. They're necessary tools for shifting your nervous system into the parasympathetic state where adaptation happens. Let me share what changed everything for me. I started treating stress management with the same discipline I treated my training and nutrition. I scheduled breathing exercises like workouts. I protected my sleep like my most important meeting. I set boundaries around stress-inducing activities, like I set boundaries around junk food. The results were immediate and dramatic, not just in my physique, but in my energy, mood, and overall quality of life. When I gave my nervous system permission to relax, my body finally had permission to change. Practical stress management doesn't require hours of meditation or expensive retreats. Start with 5 minutes of deep breathing daily. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This simple practice activates your parasympathetic nervous system and begins lowering cortisol immediately. Prioritize sleep boundaries. Set a phone curfew. Create a wind-down routine. Make your bedroom a stress-free zone. Quality sleep is when your body does most of its repair and adaptation work, but stress hormones destroy sleep quality. Build micro-recovery moments into your day. Take 3 deep breaths before eating. Step outside for 2 minutes between tasks. Practice gratitude during your commute. These tiny practices accumulate into significant nervous system regulation. Set boundaries around stress-inducing inputs. Limit news consumption, reduce exposure to negative social media, say no to commitments that drain your energy without adding value. Your attention and energy are limited resources. Protect them as fiercely as you protect your training time. Your challenge this week: add 1 stress management practice to your daily routine. Choose something small and sustainable. 5 minutes of breathing, a 10-minute walk without your phone, or 5 minutes of journaling before bed. Consistency matters more than intensity. Track how this practice affects not just your stress levels, but your training performance, sleep quality, and overall well-being. You'll likely discover what I did. Managing stress isn't separate from achieving your fitness goals. It's essential to them. Here's what you need to understand. Your body is always listening to the signals you're sending. When you're chronically stressed, you're telling your body that survival is the priority, not adaptation. When you manage stress effectively, you're giving your body permission to build, recover, and transform. I'm Ravi, and that's your raw daily fuel for today. Stop wondering why your perfect efforts aren't creating perfect results. Start managing the hidden thief that's been sabotaging your progress. You are stronger than your stress, more capable than your challenges, and worthy of the results you're working so hard to achieve.